Warframe time, as usual. Maybe, I'm not sure. Let's figure out what can I do. Dude, I wish Misa would be viable on arbitrations. Finally, I have a resource booster. It's been a while. Wow. What the hell is this creepy creature? Okay, it looks half that bad on a real beast. Okay, I need this thing still. Handle. Still, don't remember having this. Of course, Cornet and Pangolin. Sapanar. Stock. Don't remember having the stock. Probably that means I don't have it. Receiver. Common. Also a barrel. Don't I have the barrel? Stock. Prime barrel. Cornith. No, it's it's empty. Absolutely. Shit. Dude, it kinda can be a disaster. I need so many gold drops. Titania system. Okay, no. Still a prime blueprint. Uncommon. A6. Cornet prime blueprint. Dude, technically, I could just buy it, like, for fuck's sake, man. And that's it, only three relics, no? A bit weird. I feel like it's gotta be more than that. At least I hope the C10 I'm not gonna get from the first attempt. So I'll be able to grab this Astilla Prime Receiver for free. If you can call it that. Right. Send on recruiting. G14. What's that? It's Jar. I need Axe to Axe and one Miso. Miso is on the mobile defense. Man, that's fucked up. Maybe there's something better on the steel path. Sabotage? Kinda. Defense, mobile defense. Again, bro, not the mobile defense. Seems like I have no options. Right. XB 11. Relic. Rat. Let's start. Just like if I'm not gonna start it, no one will. And honestly, that's fair. How's that called? Still, yeah. Inventory. Yo, almost there. Cannot believe myself. Oh my. No one wants the weapons. Understandable. Kate. What can I do in the meanwhile? Interception? Survival? Defense. Defection. Did only those boring missions are left? I guess I can do maybe mobile defense. Hi, I'm new. What game is this? Ha! It looks like a Destiny, but like something is different. I don't know. I cannot spot the difference. Maybe you will help me. Right. What about maybe Burston? I feel like I don't have to unlock the steel path on start chart, like every single mission, but like something tells me that eventually I wanna have it unlocked. Ah, wait, those missions I just remembered. They give you extra XP for the mastery level. I kinda forgot about this. How's your adaptage? Yo, it's been kinda decent. And what about your taco? Did you get your color palettes? from the Orion and Sirius. Wait, what is this build? Ah, it's default build. It's a kind of big bubble. Dun, dun, dun. Beautiful. I always loved mobile transmission. You just stay there and AFK. Oh, this time as the Limbo player especially. Wonderful rest, and by the way, have a glorious day ahead. Oh, the time difference. My day is also about to end, but your day is only about to begin. That's kind of funny how this works. Thank you so much for it. No problem. That's why I'm telling that the color palette that goes with the Misa heirloom, it's kind of bullshit. You can get literally the same one, but for free. And of course it's a little bit different, but come on. You're only getting like a slightly different shade of red. Their phrase. Have a wonderful evening. Well, you know, technically day has 24 hours, so technically you're still right. It's not that wrong to say have a wonderful day, isn't it? Oh my god, I'm almost dead. Indeed, it's the same. I don't know what Andy is thinking about. Yeah. But I mean, as far as I could see, the green color palette that goes with the red one, it's kind of saturated, which is nice. Mercy. Dude, the nullifiers, I had them. I mean, I had them even before Limbo get this mini rework, that his bubble doesn't go down when the nullifier touches it. But back in the days, at least, there was a reason to go with a negative, I mean, not negative, but rather low range for your bubble. So nullifiers would not destroy it instantly. But now, when your bubble is safe, it, well, all lost its cows. They have said they will rework who? Banshee, yeah. Dude, I wish that would be also a Limbo. Are you using a Booster Prime? Yeah. With its incarnate version. It's technically not really boosted when you're using incarnate version of the weapon. It's a little bit different. Incarnate version is somewhat feels like an arch gun that shoots really fast and really hard. But as any other incarnate weapon, you need to charge it time to time. And this thing I don't like on the rifle, on the secondary. A little bit better when it comes to melee weapons, since you can keep them up 24/7. Wait, what? Where's my... there it is. Oh, I might be fucked, but I have a crew member. Should help. Whoa, 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 whoa. I will wait. No, I will not. Fuck. I wonder who killed me. I have machine gun, burst stun, and cannon. I love my turret and cannon. Yeah, turret is probably even better in some cases. Because turret is the only weapon that you don't need to aim to charge. But man, I mean... But there's a thing. Sometimes it's literally impossible to charge in cannon. This is amongst the things I don't like about them. My go-to weapons will be Sword and Cannon, Okukor, and Bow and Cannon for melee. Oh, Bow and Cannon. This thing has like insanely high range. Like you can have something about 20 meters radius, yeah? That's kind of huge. Imagine hitting the weapon and it will clear the whole room. That's freaking insane. Wait, I'll send my mod config on those 1 sec. Right. Defense. Mobile defense. Oh, another one. Okay, does anyone want to go for a freaking relic? Maybe it's not the best. I didn't buy those ruins. I just got lucky I have them. Now it was kind of funny that all those useless weapons that you would never play before, they have got a new life with the help of this Incarnon system. Like, I would never imagine myself playing Bushston Prime if not the Incarnon. Hence, I have sold this primed weapon back in the days because like it was literally a garbage weapon back then, even the primed version. But since I discovered there's an Incarnon over there, dude, it made me buy it again. Gladly, it's not that expensive. Dun, 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 dun. No one wants to go for V11, huh? Disgusting. Disgusting. Well, mobile defense, survival, capture. Let's do some capture missions. Wait, before I do capture mission, I want my bow back. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Radance, Ballistica Prime. Let's go with that. I sold my Ravens too, because I know what's my price range on my Ravens. Most likely it's gonna be really low, because only those weapons that are meta, they are sold on a ridiculous price. So like, most likely any Raven would go kinda low. But my reasons, I simply don't care trying to sell them all. I have so much Ravens, or rather so many, because I cannot count them. Like maybe it's about 100, no? But the thing is, I never bothered to go in my inventory section and list them all on a sale, because it would take so much time. I would rather just sell them for credits instead. It feels like. Plus, At this point I don't even know if I need to sell my Riven mods, because they simply can make another Incarnon. That will make this exact Incarnon, or rather this exact like a Riven mod. It will be worth keeping again. What is this waypoint? Dude, whatever this, I'm not interested. Okay, mod config. Must be in the orbiter or a relay to use this feature. Man, I don't like it. Not even a mod config. Oh, Exceltra. But like, all those big damage numbers, they are like nothing if you cannot bypass the damage attenuation mechanic. Not will artificially lower your DPS if it's too high on the bosses. That's such a bullshit. Let's check it out. Turret, Ocucore. Oh, does it have this this mod that replenishes your ammo? Yeah, there it is. I think in the next Night Wave, which will arrive soon enough, in the next month, I think this mod will be available to buy in the Night Wave shop. Kinda cool. I also have heard that this is a decent weapon. Multi-shot. Direct damage per status type. Wow. If only not this corpus modifier, but I guess it's alright. Critical chance. Overall, you still will be doing more damage to the corpus anyway. Unironically. Critical damage, is it worth? Hit, radiation. I mean, low-key, what would happen if you would swap critical damage for viral status effect? Because viral status effects also like allows you to deal more damage to your opponents. I can join you at the moment. I'm still in my bed, just preparing for the day. It's 4:24 a.m. Woke up early. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Oh. This is kinda hell. I do remember I needed to wake up in 6 a.m. and this was like a hell, especially considering that I like to sleep late in the night. So worth it on Ocucore. Yeah. Especially considering that you don't fight Corpus not much. But funny enough, I do like my new car. If there would be a secondary that I would be glad playing 24/7, it probably would be this Kuva new car. Working hours, 12 noon. Ha! Well, fair. I tried to build it for just a primer, but unironically even primer delivers so much damage. Since the introduction of secondary enervate, this weapon, I'm pretty sure, just gone insane. It will flat increase your critical chance by 10 every time you hit, but do not crit. It's just too strong. Kuva new car, I'm using it for prime now. I'm using the Ocucore. Dude, man, that was so sage that I don't know that Nucor was such a good weapon back in the days. I think it was possible to farm Covalicious back in the days when I left the game. But I think I don't know that this weapon is so strong. Oh, wait, no. Other than that, back in the days there was no secondary enervate that would make it that strong. But it's funny enough, still kills stuff. I cannot be fast enough to prime my enemies before they will simply just die. We have the same build. Probably from the same YouTuber, huh? I would even say. This weapon would be scary if used on weapon platform Warframe. So, what we're going with? Corrosive and Blast? I mean, Corrosive does make a lot of sense against Grenier, I guess. Either way, like, every incarnate is gonna be good enough in a low level. And a really high level, it would be most likely a level cap, though. And not every player will be able to do a level cap. So like whatever. Critical damage, critical chance. 105 rerolls. Oh yikes. I wonder. Burston. My sweet Burston. When is that gonna be the time when I will roll something decent instead of like critical chance and fire rate together? I've rolled it for almost 300 times, not a single goddamn roll. Yeah, almost 1 million Kuva. Insane. Also, what was there? Hammer shot. Most likely. Perigale? Oh, Perigale. I have heard this is also a weapon of the gods. Meh, need to level up it somehow. It's probably the worst when you need to level up your weapons. Back in the days, I kind of liked some leveling up stuff with the Equinox and the Sleep build on the Adaro, Sedna. But this is not a strategy anymore. My goodness, my ruins on my Gram Prime and Nikana Prime, it's on 300 plus rolls. Were you a heavy Kuva grinder back in the days? Not kinda looks like it. Okay, what's the range? 6 meters. Blast. The damage per status type affecting the targets. Yeah, the base mode. Oh my god, the base mode. Like you cannot play melee without this mode. Because it's just so overrated. I mean, not overrated, but rather... It kinda makes so much damage. This is insane. Critical damage. And what is this? Critical damage, combo duration, status chance, finisher damage. Probably not the best, no? Like, I don't see combo duration being useful. Status chance, probably too. Back in the days, indeed, I found Kuva. Ender for life. I have heard they nerfed the Endo strat. They did something to the Nidus, kinda reworked him a little bit, so he's not that effective in the Vodyanoi. Cross projection. Ability range. Energy. Health. Wait. Archon Vitality is there, yeah. Yeah. Oh. By the way, Taco, I think you will be surprised that you can now also modify your Warframes a little bit more than that with the help of the Archon Shards. You can install even more ability strength. There's a lot of different options. Ability strength. Effectiveness on energy orbs. Cast and speed. Cast and speed actually goes hard on lots of Warframes. Maximum energy, health, shield, whatever you name it. You can even get some crit chance on your secondary weapons. Up to 75% crit chance of your weapon with one Archon shard. Just if you kill the enemies that are affected by the hit. I will Gauss on already shards for duration. It's kind of tempting to use red shards, but I think maybe it's optimal to just use them differently. Someone tells me Archon shards are made for utility. Or like you can slap an equilibrium alternative. Like I do know there's an Archon shard that makes you pick up a health orb and you will get energy, so that's like plus slot in your mod configuration. Kinda strong. Bro, I again forgot to swap my my build. This is freaking insane. Playing DPS Titania in the Antivoid Fisher mission. Don't laugh at me. Oh. Level 11. What? I done sculpture. How did you even find this? Ah, there it is. What's Endo? Never have I sold. I mean, probably I did sell some Iton sculptures, but for the most part, I would usually never sell them. So I'm kind of still waiting until that moment when I will be able to unleash all my Endo stockpile. But gladly yet I don't really need to. If I would be real, I probably have something about one. No, hard to say. Like different sculptures give you different amounts of Endo, yeah. Ordos, Bronco Deco. Alright. 100k Endo probably I have in the sculptures. Maybe 200. Still, it's like nothing. Bruh, I swear. Void races, they are being collected with a better rate when you have a resource booster. I'm kinda glad to have it as my daily login bonus. Equilibrium I used it before on Gauss, but he doesn't need it anymore because I mainly used my weapons before. I'm not even sure that he is using Equilibrium, because as far as I remember, his spell makes him regenerate his energy dependent on the received damage. So you basically have infinite amount of energy. If you, of course, will pay attention. Which I honestly sometimes do not. Chroma. Chroma is one of those warframes that is probably never used nowadays, other than the credit farms. At least back in the days, Chroma was used to hunt the Eidolons, but now we rarely can see this one. Kinda sedge. Before I'm using him or just nuke and button level cap, only as to buff, run or avoid cascade, I use him on weapons based frame. It's already a perfect warframe for me. Oh. That's kinda cool. That you have found your warframe. Not kinda sure that I have that kind of warframe that would fit me perfectly. That I would call this is like my warframe. I mean, at least if Misa would be able to kill the bosses, that would be something different. I have heard some players also said that Misa used to have her ultimate to work a little bit differently. It used to just shoot everything 360 arc, but they just decided to nerf it because it was too OP, and since then it was like, well, not as good anymore. And that's kind of sad that I didn't have an opportunity to have such an experience. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Get to the excavation. Whenever it's the end of the Primal Resurgence week, or rather month, it feels like it's a little bit harder to form yourself a squad for those relics, those mounted relics. Mesa back in the days is killing everything on her path. Even level cap now it's different. They nerf her pretty hard. Also, I have heard they kind of want to nerf the Hildren. But it does feel like they took a different approach. It does feel like they are not gonna be nerfing anything in the Warframe like anymore, especially if it does ain't gonna be like game breaking. They rather will just put damage attenuation on everything. That is not supposed to be one tapped. I need to get all IO relics on Prime Resurgence. Finally, next week is going to be something interesting for me. Because so far I've been looking only at those resurgences of the old days of those warframes that I already own. And finally I'll be able to get something that I do not own. The Revenant and the Baruch. Those frames, as far as I remember, were released shortly after I left the game or something like that. So, something new for me. That's kinda nice. Bruh. Whenever I see a relic that I want to go for, and I see at that time that the offer was posted on, that makes me shiver. I lost an opportunity to do the relic I want, so I don't see it earlier. Timer helps greatly, I wanna say. Just imagine playing in the record chat without a timer. You don't see the time the message was posted on. It would be so hard to navigate, especially when you see old messages. That's kind of fun when you are receiving this same message like invite me, but it's been like half an hour already since you have played the Void official mission and already collected the required item. We have all been there, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. One thing about the reworks of the Warframes, kinda funny that we call a rework, like for example Ember rework being an Uriel. Like Uriel is literally the fire Warframe that is Ember supposed to be. But they, instead of doing a rework, a proper one, they just released a new Warframe, which we can call a new Ember. Yeah, it's hard to tell if you don't have the time in the chat, because you don't know what time they have chatted. And most likely, new players are not gonna enable the timecode feature whatsoever. Mostly what am I even talking about? New players are not even gonna look at the trade chat, I mean, raid chat, record chat, you name it. Speaking of new players, I kind of remember those times when I was new. I was playing solo, of course. I did a grave mistake. I tried to complete almost every mission in a stealth mode. I was trying to be sneaky. That's, well, when I try to remember it, those times I kind of cringe at myself, but what can I do? If back in those days you do not know that you are not supposed to play careful in this game. And this Organ Vault in the Void that you need to complete a parkour challenge in order to get an Iodine sculpture. It was so much harder before you'd get your operator, like any frame that you'd have some mobility options on. It was a different game back then. I swear, new Warframe players get a completely different experience than the old players nowadays have. Dakra Atlas? Gyre? Once in a blue moon, final golden drop. I remember it as well. I also use Ash to stealth in every mission because I am thinking before it's a Space Ninja mission. Ash. I use Loki a lot, I think. When it would come to the revenge challenges. I mean, back in the days when I started to play, I don't use Loki. It was a little bit later in my career. For some reason, Loki kind of helped with his stealth in some parts when you would do the Riven challenge. Okay, Navara. Never liked Navara for some reason. But even now, this Warframe is not even that popular. Although there's a funny feature on the Ivara, as far as I remember. There's a specific companion, Nautilus, I think, that you can use on Ivara. It has such a huge hitbox that you can literally shoot with your stealth arrow on this companion, and the arrow will be stuck in the companion, which in return means that you will be able to walk and you will stay invisible. That's kind of OP when I thought about it. Never tried though, but I do believe it's true. That exists on Ivara? I mean, kinda, yeah. This is a feature that you can shoot on your own companion, and since companion follows you, the stealth mechanic is gonna be applied on the fly. Whenever you go, wherever you go. Does Jerry already have a prime variant already? I don't check her yet. I think it does. Yeah, Jerry Prime is there. Also, I have heard this is a good Warframe. But of course, only if you're a new player. Because if you're an old player, that probably means that you already have your own Warframes that will carry you through everything else. The good thing about Jar is that she's not vaulted yet. So that means new players also have something to start off, to play with, to carry themselves with through those first stages. Ah, she has a prime variant now? Yep, she does. I assume you have played in those times when there was only a regular Jerry, yeah? Mengaus and Jerry for level cap content. I'm not sure if Jerry existed back in the days when I have played, but Gauss definitely did. Oh, Colossus. I'm liking a second gold drop. What the hell? I wanna get her prime. How much is her prime variant attach? Oh, it's supposed to be really cheap. Yeah, like, you know, back in the days, Warframes used to cost a lot, but when I returned to the Warframe, those Warframes, those unvaulted Warframes would cost you something about 20 plat. GR Prime, I think it's 30 plat now. Like nothing. $30 plats, it's nothing compared to the old days. Oh shit. Void mission ended and it automatically launched a regular one. I still remember when Warframes would cost you something about 500 plat. Or at least 200, you know, yeah. In the days I browsed in Prime for the... Yeah. Nowadays, probably the biggest price on the Warframe you will see is something about 70 to 90 plat on the Warframe market. The Warframes, they are so cheap right now. I mean, if you compare it to the old days, it's just... Yikes. And hard to say why, but most likely it's because this Prime Resurgence option. Like every month, you can farm a different Warframe. It's kind of OP. Dun, dun, dun. Survival, spy, sabotage. Oh, no luck. Okay, it's only boring missions, huh? Ah. Rescue, exterminate, defense. Defense is honestly should be okay. Now, like last day, I'm looking for Luna Prime. I got her set for 35 plots. Goodness. Yeah. And I sold my soul to the devil when I decided to farm her. To trade when she was just released. Apparently, I thought that Warframes newly released, they would also cost like back in the days. Something about 400 plots, but I kid you, it was only 200, and this was disgusting. And I still went for it. And only then I discovered that it is probably better to just farm Warframe weapons, because they would cost relatively the same, but it would be much easier to farm them, since usually some of them at least require you to farm 3 components, and it would be only 1 gold component against like 2 gold in the Warframe. Also, where the hell is my... what? Where the hell am I? Dude, this bug again. I'm pretty sure I have launched Void Fisher mission and it didn't go through. I have had this bug already. I don't know what triggers it. Dun, dun. I remember when Lavos Prime got released, it cost 250 to 300 plots in 1 day. My gosh. I have tried to sell Voruna for 200 plots, but even then people I don't really like the idea to buy it on that price range. But the moment I decided to drop my price by 10 plots, people instantly would buy the Voruna for 190. That was kind of weird. They would not care about 200 plot, but the moment you make it 10 plot cheaper, they are gonna just eat you alive. Huh. That was so funny. Funny experience.
Return soon and lend me your light once more.
Also, the crew members, they are actually stronger than your Warframe sometimes, and your weapons. So OP. They for now they can bypass the damage detonation, so it would hit harder on bosses than you are. Isn't that funny? Remember, it's so OP that they decided to not allow you to use it in certain missions, which kind of makes no sense. I do remember when I have tried to build my first crew member, when I discovered that you can just simply stay AFK and crew member will complete the mission instead of you. I was so horny about it, but then I discovered that crew member will stay on the map only for 3 minutes, and guy didn't mention that. Imagine my face, my Pikachu face, when my crew member disappeared in the middle of the path defense mission. It was a sad moment for sure. Apparently, the guy that did make the guides, I forgot to mention it was nerfed. well, happens. Luna Prime is so stunningly beautiful. I can't wait for her to be finished in the foundry. Don't forget it also has a new animation in her ultimate. She's now actually a dog. On Railjack missions. I was talking about on-call crew member, which you can use in your regular mission. You can just summon crew member in your mission, and he will do millions of damage with a proper weapon. You can not really use him in the Railjack missions, but you used to get him through the Railjack, of course. My gosh, I can't wait. So she can summon a dog, or she's really a dog now? She's a dog. If I have this Warframe, I can probably show it. Blueprint. Not sure if I ever have used her final form, but at least now I will be able to also witness it myself from like first person view perspective. Let me see. I have so many Warframes, yet I only 1, 2, 3 at best. I mean, this is normal. There it is. Let me slap some energy real quick. And preparation. Oh my god. No way. It doesn't fit. Yeah, it doesn't fit, senpai. Okay. Let's see what happens. Survival. Let's go with the survival. That's normal. You're already a legendary at rank 6. I mean, technically, I'm just level 13. A noob. Alright, let's see. Oh my. I mean, I don't know what else she can do, but yeah. She's kind of pretending to be a doggy, I guess. Her helmet is kind of different, no? In this form. Ah, no, it's the same. I can only imagine what fashion frame you can do with this Worf. I can only imagine. Funny thing is, Varuna price would, for some reason, be stable for pretty much few weeks after its primary release. It would still cost you something about 120 plots, when every other frame would drop significantly. I guess there's so much, so many people that would like the Varuna. It's insane. I don't think any other Warframe would get this attention before. Wait and see. I will. It takes such a dedication to make a proper fashion frame. You can literally sit in your arsenal for hours to make something decent. This is the scariest part of this for me. I mean, at least you gotta enjoy it, especially the result. I kinda did a little bit of fashion frame for my drifter, and this makes it kind of scary to try to go for the operator then next. By the way, speaking of helmets, like recently you mentioned the ponytail. hairstyle, but there was also a cosmetic option, as far as I remember. The helmet. I wonder if I will be able to get it. Or rather, you probably won't be able to get it yourself. It was a Nightwave reward. There's a helmet like that also makes you use the ponytail that comes with it. But I don't know if this is a good idea to use the helmet on your operator or drifter, because it's gonna hide your face, so it looks like a no-go, no? Covering the face. Not sure if this cosmetic option is available anymore. Was it? Was it? This? Nightwave reward? No. It probably was the last one. God damn it. Hungry, but when you finish your fashion, the result is so worth it. Yeah, if you managed to make something beautiful. I mean, technically, even if the result is somewhat average, it's still better than the default option that Warframe comes with. I can agree. Back in the days, I used to have only one color scheme on basically all my Warframes, because I would be lazy to make every and each one different. So back in the days, I decided to just go with black and green. This is the reason why I have so many Warframes that would be colored in such a way. And fairly enough, some people would not like this color scheme at all, and me included. Because honestly, it's such a boring combination. Also, kinda fun to know that the same color option for a different Warframe would look differently. The texture of the Warframe also impacts the color option. I did not know back then. It's a goddamn science at this point. Another sad part is when you're using a cosmetic piece, shoulder plate, for example, yeah. And despite you using absolutely the same color for it as you would use for your main armor, the cosmetic piece has a different saturation or brightness, which makes it look differently compared to the main armor piece set. That's a omega sad moment for me, at least. Because as we know, everything should look near perfectly. Argon crystals. Oh, once in a while. I can get some. Wait, what? Do I have a squad? Yeah. The boys just came to get their revenge on me. I almost forgot about this revenge mechanic from the syndicates. It's been a while. Waypoints. I wonder why are they using the waypoints so much? Okay, it's done. do I need to go down? Yeah, I think. Okay. I think that the time of yours is so pretty for my opinion. It fits her very well, because she's a pixie, and that cyberpunk skin vibe on her with that color palette combination fits. Yeah. There's gonna be a Halloween event soon. I mean, soon enough. And I wonder how those demonic wings or bat wings would look on her. Because in my mind, I kinda try to achieve the futuristic look on the Titania. To make a combination like I don't know, a demon Titania or something like that. With this mecha parts. I wonder if that would be a good idea, but it kind of worked out, I guess. And I wonder how it's gonna look with another set of wings. And to be honest, I think whatever Warframe you would use your wings on, it would still fit. The embers will be back again. Yep. Like, I thought to myself, if this is a Titania, you know, if this is a flying Warframe, you just gotta have the wings, like no weight would not. It's like the perfect accessory for that exact war. Baldur's Gate 3 update. I think I have seen it, but I haven't played it. I got a good, I mean, decent, or rather, the best RPG game in a while, huh? I have heard that the amount of options you can make there, it's really decent. Like, even if you fail the quest, it's not over. The game's still gonna continue. There's dimmed Titania, it fits very well. Yeah. Across the whole game, there's so many options you could explore. The hardest part for me is to find what theme do I want to apply to the Warframe. Like, technically, for example, if you play Oberon, you probably want to theme him in such a way that it would represent the Earth, you know, the fall. Because like the Oberon is like a nature themed Warframe, so I kind of thought to myself, maybe the orange color also would fit him well. Where's the guy? Yeah, I mean, definitely, custom color options are better than the default one. Yeah, I met Evelyn from Baldur's Gate 3 on my operator. I wonder if I will be able to look at it. Profile. My shadows probably also fucked up a little bit. Ah, no, it says the game. I wish there would be an option that would allow you to rotate the scene however you like, because how it's rotated by default, I don't really like it. I mean, still not bad. I don't know how Evelyn looks like, but your fashion frame is always looking decent. On the other side, my operator, it's kind of too ugly to show. Because it also uses the same green color, green and black. So I would rather just use my drifter instead. The God drifter. Max rank. Oh, I have already leveled it up. Where's dual weapon? I already maxed it. Nice. Notice I don't have any scars equipped on my operator, though. Why I see a scar? Maybe because you do have a scar on your operator, but are you sure you are using operator, not a drifter? Drifter, on the other hand, he doesn't have such an option to equip a scar. A scar, it's an option only for the operator, because he made a pact with the void and drifter did not. I mean, you can play as drifter in the New War, as far as I remember, and in the Duviri. Also, I like the grown-up version of my operator a little bit more, finally. No records for the relics that I need. Rare. Stanx Prime Nero. Oh, I know, because you're in the back rooms. I use my orbiter. I could also use my orbiter, but backroom is just smaller, so it takes less time to load in. I mean, technically that doesn't matter. But orbiter is just a larger location, so I kinda optimize the resources. As operator, my drifter is also fashioned like an assassin. Assassin? Wait, from the Assassin's Creed? Like the white and red and so? That's another option. I haven't thought about. I think it might be possible to fashion tribe him in such a way, no? To look like the protagonist of Assassin's Creed game, no? I mean, the Hidden Blade is probably you won't be able to equip in any way. Assassin's Creed Shadows, to be exact. I see. A cosplay attempt. Kind of such that when you're looking into someone's profile, you can most likely see only the option to see the operator or the drifter. And there was also a bug that whatever option you would go with, operator or the drifter, as your main character, you would, if you would look at another dude's profile, you would only see his operator. I hope they already fixed that. I think they did. Because otherwise we would not be able to see the drifter fashion. Also, I probably forgot to mention a little detail, that on the appearance screen, of course when you do look on the profile, if you equipped 2 sets of wings, it's gonna look disgustingly bad, because they would overlap themselves. So you're technically not really allowed to use 2 wings on one screen. Now when I think it, how Sirius and Orion will display in your file? Are they gonna be there both? Should be. Do I have all my build update? I have good roll. Got roll written on my butts. I plan to build it on. Build it has crit damage, crit chance, shock, finishing damage. I'm not even sure that I have this weapon. And rather, I was recently. I kind of so lazy that I only used my titanium on whatever content that would be. I'm not sure if I like ever want to really deal with the Riven mods anymore. Especially because of the Riven disposition can be changed anytime. The only thing I think about right now is to get my boost on Riven somewhat decent roll and then try to sell it before it's too late. Wait. Where's the boys? No, that was my ally. Ochma. I didn't even play this weapon, so I having kinda a hard time imagining what is that weapon. I mean, that sounds familiar, but back in the days I used to play with don't judge me by the way. Arcoplasma, Ignis, and how this kit gun weapon was called, Kachmoon, yeah. Before I would end my Warframe career, I played a lot with the shotgun type of weapons. That was okay, and the game back then was not that hard anyway, so you would not need that much damage. Piranha, Vadaria, Ergale. I think Burston will probably be at the tier of best weapons. The Riven God rolls of Burston prices are still the same. It depends if they will want to beat so. But the problem is, for the most part, I have a freaking mosquito in my room. Fuck! Okay, what was I talking about? I do feel like... Fuck. I do feel like Burston does decent damage to low-level mobs. And same applies like to every weapon. Like, if you build a weapon decently, most likely you will one-shot garbage anyway. But the problem with Rivens is that it does not translate well into the level cap. If the weapon sucks, not even Riven will help it. Same applies to the damage attenuation. If you don't have a weapon that can bypass damage attenuation, whatever amount of damage you build on that weapon, it simply doesn't really matter. And this is really bad. Who the fuck I will get this mosquito one day? I tried to sell my turret Riven and it cost like 3k plat, but I'm not planning to sell it. I mean, at least if you're using this weapon constantly, then it has a good point. The only thing I wish for myself is to sell my Lanka Riven mod back in the days when it was an actual Riven that would probably sell for like 1k or something about that. That now is pretty much worthless because no one plays this weapon anymore. And same applies to current Rivens too, by the way. If suddenly there's gonna be another weapon that would take the lead, take the top tier list, everyone will simply forget about the Burston and any other weapon. But I wonder if that's gonna be anytime soon though, but one day, most likely. Plus, another thing I don't like about Burston is that the radial attack the second portion of attack, not the bullet itself, but rather the explosion, doesn't scale well with your damage mods. Or rather, it doesn't scale at all. Yeah. And also I hate Incarnos because you need to constantly recharge them. Bruh. The ammo is spent so fast that the moments in between, it's kind of a painful experience. Oh, still some people play that weapon though, like my Dark Dagger even. I just sold it when you got off your stream and before someone bought it for 1.5k plat. Dark Dagger. Wait. Was that Dark Dagger or Dark Sword that has some kind of bug that allows you to one-shot like even level cap enemies? I kind of forgot. It was either Dark Dagger or Dark Sword. But yeah, some people do like it. It has like some kind of bug, as far as I remember, that they don't care to fix yet. Okay, where's my music? I had to change playlist. That's the Dark Sword. Ah. Oh my. I wonder when the time is gonna come. When the day will fix the thing. Alright, done. Defense. Okay, brothers. Does anyone record for the relics? Once in a while. Okay, should I try? I think I should. Otherwise no one will. Host. Axe. V11. Relic Rat. Yep, let's go. But Dark Dagger is not that good, but I have a god roll. And it someone bought it for 1k plat. I wonder why. Maybe because he wants to resell it. Maybe the guy thinks that he can sell it for double the amount. Like maybe he considered that you sold it at a really cheap price, but not sure. I never was a good Riven trader though. I have sold most likely no Rivens my whole life. Right, host. Axe V11. Rat. 2 out of 4. Oh man, I wish they would implement this feature that would allow you to just return the text you just typed. Like in every MMO you could just press an arrow up on your keyboard and that would return the last message you have sent. Man, they please implement this feature, like I beg you. Like constantly spamming the record message, it just hurts my soul. It's also a veteran like you. I don't know why, because Dark Dagger cannot be used on a level cap content. Maybe she likes the role, I don't know. Or maybe it's just for the collection. And like the sweet memories that the guy had using this weapon. Plus, so we could see if that's a good roll, then, well, consider that you might not have any decent rolls in like 300 attempts. It looks like it's better to buy a Riven instead of rolling it. Rolling a Riven, it's just a madness. V11. It's like they definitely have something rigged in the stats that do not allow you to get a better roll. The odds are not in your favor, that's 100%. That's also a reason some veterans has good memories on weapons they like and still use. Bruh, I need to copy paste this. Yeah, I have it. Alright. Axe. Do I have a good axe with Fisher mission? Reception? Hive? Oh my god, the Hive mission. I kinda forgot about this existence. This mission existence. What red relic you Kraken own at the moment? Axe V11. This primary surgeon's relic. I kinda need to get all the weapons for like mastery. Also, trying to go for the Miso C10 and Axie C8 in the future. Oh my god, I'm so close. Forming the party. Szukam polskiego klanu z aktywnym Discordem. Oh. Polska strong? I do remember when I came back to the Warframe, I was so puzzled about the thing that I entered the clan, but I would not understand why cannot I get into the clan dojo, but apparently you need to craft a key first. A long forgotten mechanic. I don't like hives, especially on the Deximus on steroids with toxic status. When it hits you, you instantly killed by it. Back in the days, Hive was kind of toxic in a way that you would have a hard time finding the weak points that you need to kill. That would sometimes take you a while. This is probably the only thing I dislike it for. And the map is like Omega uncomfortable, small, and so on and so. I was forgotten that Cyclone Key to craft. I was also wondering, I can get into the dojo. Yeah, I couldn't get into the dojo myself until I just googled what the hell is the problem. No, I think that they are teaching you that you need to get it when you are baby 10. I mean, the game kind of tells you that you need the key, but when you are a veteran, the game expects you to know this stuff. And when you're just returning, you're like, well, what am I supposed to do? Okay, finally. Let's hope. Mobile defense. Mobile defense? I guess mobile defense. V11. Let's go. Also, another thing about the clan. I kind of had a good clan back in the days, but of course I was kicked for inactivity. The worst thing is, I have zero idea how to find this clan back. Because if you don't have the clan's name, probably you have zero chance of getting it. What? Upload terminal? Wait, it's mobile defense, yeah. And this clan I have been in, it was kind of useful. It allowed me to exploit the Orkin self farm when it would be a common drop for a split day. So I crafted the hell out of, I mean not crafted, but rather found the hell out of the cells. And I don't know what to do with. That was kind of fun to see such an information. about the meta farms and so on, so the bug farms. I remember when I started Warframe, there is no tutorial or any waypoint and quests. And when I opened the start charts, I got overwhelmed. I mean, it probably is a little bit easier to know that you just need to play every freaking mission. But yeah, the first time you are entering the game, it's a hell of a overwhelming, especially with the mods. The mods were back in the days probably the hardest thing. But at least now they do teach you a little bit. There was a quest that will teach you the mods mechanic and the synergies between the elements. But back in the days, you have had a hard time, that's for sure. Yeah, nostalgic, the back in the days time was like that. Sweets, old memories. When Loki was pretty much the only Warframe that would be able to play the level cap because he would be invisible. And you cannot die if you are not being shot, yeah? And any other Warframe could not survive the level cap. At least I have heard the stories like that. Like, you know, you would go into survival, and the Loki was the only one that would be able to survive the level cap and to revive everyone because he was invisible. That's it. Back in the days, survival or like defense, but mostly survival was the only way we could enter the level cap though, or at least try to. Can you imagine staying in a survival mission for like this amount of time? It's insane. Especially considering that rewards were pretty much meh. Also, I saw you can enhance the mods now with an ink. I don't remember where, but it's on every relay. There's yeah. But I don't like it. The main thing I don't like it for it's because it is tied to the new Warframe, the Folly Warframe. And basically, when you use an ink on the mod, it will just change the design to include this Folly Warframe in it, by any means. It doesn't redesign the mod in the way you would like, it just includes a Folly Warframe in the mod and repaints it a little bit. So when I have seen this mechanic the first time, I thought we will get each mod being painted differently, I mean, in the theme of that exact mod. But instead, they just slapped Folly Warframe on every mod redesign, which made no sense to me. Why would I have this Warframe on every mod I decided to paint? It makes no sense. So far, I have liked only one mod in that series. It was Prime Animal Instinct, I think, that enhances your radar, because it doesn't include the Folly in its picture. Indeed. I remember that back in the days they can survival missions like it's already 24 hours, but the instant then there was a drop. I do remember back in the days there was a bug. If you entered the menu in the solo game mode, mission timer would still be ticking, so some people would be able to just get insane amount of hours on the mission and they would put on the record table, you know, but it would be fake. Yes, finally. Such struggle, that was worth. Worth the time. Oh my god, so instead of this golden drop, they decided to go for the titanium. What the hell? I mean, I have no worse. They have had a different priority, I think. There are still posts it on YouTube. Is it not? I think that was fixed. Because they noticed that it is possible. Wait, I kinda wanted to show you the mods I was talking about. Oh, great. So pretty much the only mods I decided that it's worth to repaint. It's the Primed Animal Instinct, because it's actually looked like just redesigned Prime Animal Instinct, but it's just more beautiful than its usual version. And yeah, it's kind of cool. It's probably the only mod that I consider to be kind of good. And as far as I remember, you probably can just enter any relay, and the guy that will allow you to paint it on or repaint it, it's going to be there. Let me test. Nothing changed, no enhancement or anything. It's just visual. Just visual. Another way to flex. But the mission that you need to get those resources, in the first place, it's so ultimately boring that, well, you would probably want to repaint only one mod. Aspirant Zorba. This is the guy. And create autograph mods. There it is. So there's only a few mods you can repaint. You cannot repaint it all, because it would take a horrendous amount of time to come up with a design. So there's a certain selection of the mods. But the main thing I don't like, it's always the Folly Warframe on the picture. Look at this. Folly Warframe. Folly Warframe, but a little bit differently painted. Folly Warframe again. Fury. What would you guess? Folly Warframe. Like, whatever you look at, it's always gonna be a freaking Folly Warframe. I just can't. And the Prime Animal Instinct was the only mod that would not include a freaking Folly Warframe. I'm just so fed up of this like redesign of the same Warframe on every every mod. I just want like original, but like in this monochrome design, but yet they came up with a different idea. GG. Also, to get your new Warframe from that mission that you need to play, you need 1200 freaking resources just for the blueprint. Amazing amounts of the grind. My goodness, they just redesigned the mod's picture. Yeah, I wanted them to just redesign the mod picture myself, but like, well, it's too hard. The only thing that AI would do better than the DM at this point. Although I really hate the AI designs, but like, unironically. And also the mission itself that you need to complete to get this thing. It's over there in the Vesper Relay. Probably will play normal, so it will be a little bit easier. It's ultimately boring. It's just over the top. That's the painter Warframe, right? So you can make anything I searched that Warframe before. First time I have played this mission, I hated it so much that I literally decided to make a guide how to complete it the fastest way possible. Also, almost forgot how do I do this. So there's a thing. You need to collect those inks and deliver it to the canvas. By the way, one canvas is also gonna be in the main room. And how much do you need? I think you need two ink to fill just one canvas, no? But the worst thing about this mission is that, well, you just flying from a place to a place and you don't even fight. Oh, another one. Wait, what? It's in the next room. Of course, ink cannot be in the same room as the canvas. Yeah, you need 2 inks to fill 1 canvas. You need to fill 3 canvases and that's it. That's the whole mission, GG. It's just a walking simulator. The only thing you do, you just walk. You just walk. That's it. This is not the type of the mission I kinda expected to see. Ain't gonna lie. Alright, looks like the ink is there. Yeah. I don't try this yet. I guess Titania or Wukong fits here, but the best option will be Titania. Well, Wukong and Titania, they're kinda even. My best result was something about 2 minutes, I guess, when I tried to speedrun it. But of course there's some things you can work upon for the improvements. I kinda unlisted my old guide about this mission, but I think I can share it yet again for you. It will include at least the useful information about what you would want to get before doing this mission. Because definitely there is some improvements you can make, some arcanes to install to make your life a little bit easier. For example, there is an arcane for operator that will allow you to move like twice as fast after your whistling. So it's you can imagine it's really useful in a mission like that. When you pick up the ink and the only thing you are able to do is just walk. You cannot use your abilities. The only thing you can do is just use your avoid mode and jump and roll. That's it. Kinda boring. To me at least. It's not the usual Warframe gameplay, that's for sure. Ah, no, not there. Probably there, most likely. Ah. Also, your Warframe is not immortal. I mind you not. I kid you not. When you enter your operator, your Warframe just gets damage reduction, like something about 99%. It still can die, and if it's dying, you are dying too. Back in the days I thought that your Warframe is simply immortal, but no. By the way, this is a whole mission. Omega Interactive. And per one mission you get like 23 things, and you need like 1.2k. Insane grind. It's pretty boring to me as well, Update. Angor. Yeah. But, well, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. By the way, for an easier gameplay, some people also suggest Dante. This is a Warframe that gets you overguard, and this is a new mechanic. Overguard allows you to be immune to damage, until of course Overguard is broken, and immune to the CC. So, Prime Sure-Footed, you can pretty much forget about it. And of course, I think this mission is pretty much perfect to do it alone, because if you happen to be in a squad that doesn't know what to do, of course, the requirements for the mission completion, they are gonna be increased respectively. Probably this mission is the best if you are in a squad of 2 players that know what to do. Because otherwise the coverage, the map coverage is gonna be better. Because the hardest part in this mission is to locate the ink. And after you picking up the ink, it will just spawn randomly on the map. And you will waste a lot of time trying to navigate on the map, searching for the ink. This is like the hardest part about it. Yes, thank you for the heads up update. So long. The only difference between Titania and Wukong is probably that Wukong doesn't take any damage when it flies through the damage zones. And those exact damage zones, they are not only damaging you, but also drain your energy. So you cannot do anything about that as Titania. The only thing you pretty much can do is just dash through, I guess. Yeah, or fly as fast as you can. I need to get... what? Miso C10. Host. Miso C10. Relic, yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, is that rat? Do I have a good Miso mission? Spy. It's been a while I was doing the spy mission. I kind of like to do the corpus style set with the limbo. Because you simply cast the bubble and so they are just paralyzed. Lasers do not notice you. Of course, any other creature would be frozen in time. But nowadays, with the overguard mechanic, they simply ignore the stasis effect. That's kinda, well, that killed the limbo for me pretty much. How much is I now update? Still on plat, right? Oh, I've never sold it. Let me check. Ah yeah, Ember. Pretty much 2 per piece. It's the minimum I can see on the Warframe market. And the regular Cyan is, yeah, 1. Like, to sum it up, blue star is 1, orange is 2. Yeah. Considering that orange is harder to find. Splash, exterminate. Okay, let's go with exterminate. You're buying ice? Do you have that many sculptures? Otherwise, I have the idea. Why would you buy the Aya Star 4? Wait, Aya. Wait. You mean... oh my god, you mean this blue resource, yeah? That you can buy relics with, no? Or do you mean Ayatan stars? I kinda confused myself for a second. Because I forgot about the Aya existence. Like as a resource. Aya relics, I mean that basically depends on the relic you are buying it with. Because you cannot directly buy the Aya, but you can buy the relic. So it varies. No, this cube, what the hell? The best... I think the best methodology would be just looking up the current vaulted relic that is being unvaulted on this month and see what's the price of that. Let's see, for example, Axia, V11. It cost 4 plat. So I guess one eye would be something about 4 plots. I guess you can always low ball in the trade chat and try to buy it for 2. What else? What else do we have? Miso Citan. Miso Citan costs 5 plot. Axi C8. 4 plot. I mean, I guess on average it's about like 4 plot. Of course, you can always make it in your favor. No one stops you. The only thing is it's gonna take a little bit more time to find a trade. Rescue. Exterminate defense. I wonder if Gara potentially could be a good warframe to speed up on the defense mission. I have been thinking about allocating such a warframe that would allow you to sort of speedrun the defense mission, but like realistically nothing really comes into my mind. Like maybe Gara, but like haven't played this warframe that much. Really have a mind of a true businessman advantage. Thank you for the info. I mean, well, I'm just a lazy businessman at this point. Especially considering that I do not really interact with that trade chat that much. But on another side, back in the days, like trade chat was also another option for the end game, and not only in the warframe. Like basically any MMO. Another option for the end game is just trading, collecting, stockpiling the resources and game gear, selling that stuff, getting yourself richer and richer. And this is it. Oh, the first mission speedrun. Vote for me if it's not still path. I mean, in that exact scenario, I mean, my vault, even though I kind of try to build some ability strength with it still struggles to one-shot the enemies. Especially the last mission that I was looking for, it was in the level 100. Not sure how good vault is gonna be in that level range. It's just the problem with Vault is that if there's not gonna be a lot of enemies around, the bounce effect is not gonna do much damage. It's kinda weird. And there's also like another warframe that is somewhat popular when it comes to dealing damage on the large area. It's Uriel, yeah? A new one. But it also requires you to charge your ultimate before using it, which is kinda meh. Another people like Hildryn Prime. Because her exalted weapons also have some kind of AoE that kinda can damage things through the wall, I think. Which kinda makes sense to Side, by the way. Potentially another warframe that can shoot through the walls, like directly, with any weapon. Omega OP. Like, for example, take Kuva Brahma. Enable an ability to shoot through the walls, and then you're golden. If only, of course, the range will allow you to one-shot the whole map. Rescue. Oh my god, that was a mistake. Considering that I'm Titania. Playing rescue in a team. That's like +1 minute to the mission timer. That also works on speedrun. On defensive with Thermal Thunder. Nuke build. Will it be able to clear level 100 as efficient without running out of energy? Probably. I mean, considering how the mechanic works, hit mechanic, it will one-shot everything. Yeah, but so the question is about the time. Plus, the location also plays a big part. Like if it's a small map, then it's of course, yeah, gonna be easier. But if the map is large, okay, it's first kind of thought that I'm playing Void Fisher mission again, but it's a regular sortie. I was about to rage. Where the heck is my Void races? But it's not there. It's not supposed to be. You have equilibrium. Equip. Change your Vitality to equilibrium. Wait, motherfuckers! How did we fail our mission? Are we still failing the rescue mission nowadays? Interesting. By the way, there's another build I might suggest you on the Gauss if you want infinite energy. Which, by the way, I tend to use in my Mesa build because that's kind of fun, at least for me. It's just subsume her ability with the Noko mushroom. You just, oh my god, when I discard, you can feed regular Warframes the helmet to just get yourself an additional ability you can swap with your main Warframe. I was amazed. And apparently one of those abilities is the ability to get yourself an infinite amount of energy if you are staying close or jumping on a shroom. That exact Warframe. So I subsumed my first ability on Misa. And so this is a very energy hungry build. I can just place 2 mushrooms that will restore my energy each time I jump on them. That means I will never run out of energy, like ever. Like imagine the possibilities, you can like spam absolutely everything. Like absolutely everything. Also the amount of energy you get also depended on the amount of ability strength you have. So like each jump, the more strength you have, the more energy of course is gonna be restored. Insane, just insane. I like this ability, kinda, for the energy economy. Alamisa, I used her back in the days on survival just to do what you do as well. Yeah, it's a perfect Warframe. Back in the days it was perfect. I need to figure out... Like, I literally think if I should leave it be, or if I should make an additional skin option with her heirloom, because like I don't know the heirloom well, it looks weird, especially the color options. They are absolutely the same, but look at the color difference. Her main part is much brighter than it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the like darkish yellow, but it becomes bright yellow. This is so lame. You like the second one? I mean, the second one is better because of additional clothes that she wears. Those additional clothes, they make a big difference. They are very well made. I think it's like a leather. Your black color palette. Leather. I mean, it kind of already is, no? Or maybe like fake leather. Oh man. I originally thought to go with a dusty look because, like, you know, the cowboy theme implies that Well, you're not supposed to be clean everywhere. But I'm kind of losing it with the heirloom. Heirloom is a little bit too perfect. Yellow inner, you can make it leather. Not sure, not sure. Like, inner part is gotta be hard to modify, no? Okay, which part is that? Is it color? Energy? Ah, yes, it's energy. Oh my god. I don't know why, but this color makes me think that it's something like a Coca-Cola skin or something like that. I don't know why. Is the energy? My gosh, I think it's impossible. Yeah, energy. It's kind of tricky to modify, but bruh, this dark color is actually not even that bad, no? It kind of adds to the look a little bit. Lime. So toxic. I mean, there are different options, but you need to stay in the menu for hours to come up with a good solution. But it's no matter what, it's always gonna be bright, no? Of course, if you're not. I mean, if you're not gonna be choosing like a dark option. Technically, you know what? Why does it feel like it's even better than the yellow? I don't know. Sometimes I dislike that I use too much dark, too much black in my designs. And what about the helmet? To be honest, I dislike this helmet. It's like it doesn't fit. Like it doesn't. It just doesn't. The prime version is simply it. Okay, do you think that's better than this one? I mean, does it look like it's an upgrade to my current one? No, it just feels different. Helmet, sixth helmet. Do you think? I mean, then you need the hat. The only thing I dislike about this helmet is that it has more yellow in it. At least I think so. If you go with the skin, you just have to use the hat. And Duster? Signa, where is it? This Signa. You just pretty much have to use it now. But I don't know, just the prime helmet. I think it's just perfect. Try making it like a leather in the back energy on the inner. A leather or skin? One sec. Yeah, I like in my honest, I think Prime Helmet is kind of better than the Signa. So let's change it. It just fits already. Leather. Can I make it a little bit closer? Yeah, kind of. Not sure if I have this leather color though. Pretty much the only palette I have it's the smoke. The most used, at least. Other colors and they're just well. Either way, they are a little bit too bright. Like any color you pick, it's just gonna be too bright if it's not in a dark area. It's too bright. It is like it's literally any color you pick, it's too bright. Like any. This is I feel like the problem with some of the heirloom skins. Ember, heirloom, corporate, and for the low. Ah, this one you mean? Do you think lighter color will look better? I mean, this one looks like a Coca-Cola, and this one looks like smoke. It doesn't really look that bad, but honestly, I think last version was a little bit better. Not sure. Come on, it was the same color on both energy colors. Still only made it brighter. Ironically, the only part I can really look at is the crouch because it's the most exposed area. Maybe I need to make her a little bit. I don't know. I think the Coca-Cola option was a little bit better. At least in my option. There's so much stuff at the back. Accents? No, not it. Emissive. Is that emissive? Ah, wait. I can change the color of this thing, by the way, on the dark. On the back. I think it's... where is it? Attachments. The back piece that I have, is that the main skin or freaking... Or is that an attachment? Or is that a sandana? Oh my god. Because like I definitely feel like those lines, they are a little bit over saturated in a way. I have trouble finding what exact piece is that. Ember Walker, Mesa, you really did a great job. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, realistically, the only thing I'm satisfied with in the skin is the leather part, the accessories. I don't really care about the body, of course. It's gonna be sexualized for the most part, but the texture of the clothes, It's just something else. Especially if you compare it just to the basic skin. Where's the basic skin, by the way? Basic Mesa. I mean, basic Mesa looks like it's made of plastic. But the heirloom version, it has this rusty, I mean not rusty. Just overall it has a better texture, like as you can see. This those little pores or whatever it is. Just adds a lot. A real skin against the fake skin. Right. Yeah, just because of the texture, this skin is worth 100 plot. But the helmet is like whatever. Alright, what time is it? Oh my god, already already 1 AM. I think gonna go out. Gonna be GG for today. So, thanks for being there. And see you next time. GG's. Still think the darker option was a little bit better. And for fuck's sake, I gotta do something with the yellow color over the shoulder. Like it's so bright, it's I don't know. I don't know if it's too much. Yeah, but it's made of plastic on the heirloom. It's like a leather. Yeah, it's much better. Thank you for the stream again, update. See you next stream. Let's fix your Mesa next time. Yeah, for sure. Gotta do the fashion frame, otherwise I'm gonna be judged hard. Anyway, GG's.